So, how many products do you have to test on your Shopify store to finally find that winner? Well, let's get into it. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy Yash. Thank you so much for tuning into the channel. If you guys don't know me, my name is Yash. I've been into the e-commerce, dropshipping, and digital marketing space for a little over 3.5 years now. And if you do like what you hear by the end of this video, make sure you guys subscribe with that post notification bell turned on so you guys are updated with all recent videos. And if you do want to get your good deed of the day out and done with, make sure you guys drop a huge like on this video. Do me a favor, go below and absolutely smash that like button so this video can help and reach as many people in the space as much as possible. So I don't want to beat around the bush. I want to get straight to the chase and leave all the bullshit out. So my fellow dropshippers, if you are watching this video, I'm assuming you haven't found that winning product just yet, and that's okay. In this video, I want to clear a few things up for you guys and set some expectations as to what you have to do to find that winning product. How many products do you have to test on average to finally find that first winning dropshipping product? And I don't mean a product that can make you $20,000, $30,000, or $40,000 a month. I consider a winning product a product that can at least generate 6 figures a month or more in revenue or sales. What I do want to say is that e-commerce dropshipping has a multitude of components that are involved, and all these components have to be congruent and aligned in order for you to have a successful dropshipping store with, of course, a winning product. Within all these components, ladies and gentlemen, are different skills and sub-skills. For example, Facebook ads is a skill within e-commerce dropshipping if you're using that as an advertising platform. Within Facebook ads, some sub-skills include how to read and analyze and make guided decisions off of your metrics and data points. With that being said, product research and validation is obviously a skill within e-commerce dropshipping. And to my experience, I do believe it is one of the most important skills to actually practice and implement constantly. And just a quick note, everything that I am about to say in this video is solely based off of my experience over the past 3.5 years after generating multiple 7 figures in the dropshipping space. Anyone else that you watch or you know in the e-commerce dropshipping space may or may not have a complete different take on this and how they actually feel about it. Back to the point, product research and validation. To my experience, once you have every component set up in your store and once you get good at every other component, such as website optimization, social media, so on and so forth, the number one skill you can put most of your time and energy into is product research and validation. And how do you get good at a skill in general? How do you get good at skiing? How do you get good at rollerblading? Well, you practice that skill over and over again. And while you're practicing that skill, you're also making sure that you're open to implementing feedback into action. That's the number one main thing, mindset, guys, to make sure that you're not stubborn and that you have the right expectations set up for yourself. Just like any other business, e-commerce dropshipping is a legitimate business model, and you must treat it like a legitimate business model. You must put in the time, work, energy, and effort just like how you would put for a startup or any other legitimate business. I can't say how many people expect to find that first winning product in their first few months or first few weeks of testing product.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
That's simply how it doesn't work, guys. It is much harder. It is much more tougher than how a lot of people on YouTube make it seem like, how a lot of people in these ads and webinars make it seem like. You have to make sure you train yourself and you make yourself get comfortable with being uncomfortable in this space. You have to make sure that you learn how to love losing, because that will only build you back up stronger and motivate you to keep going. Because frankly, you have to persevere with everything the dropshipping business model will throw at you. And that's absolutely normal, whether it be small, medium, large, front end or back end, you will face problems, but you have to make sure your momentum does not lower and you continue moving. I highly believe the amount of time that you're spending research and validating products has a direct correlation to your success rate of finding that winner. Me personally, I found my first winning product 8 or 9 months into my dropshipping journey. And by the way, if you do want to see what my first winning product was and how I was able to find it, make sure you click that video right there. I did make a video about it not too long ago, but first make sure you stick around for this one. Now, by the time I did find that first winning product of mine 8 or 9 months into my dropshipping journey, if I were to recollect, I probably cycled through 30 to 45 products before I found that winner that was consistent. Now, that product was a seasonal product and it was bringing me revenue, consistent revenue, for about 3 to 4 months. I believe in general, dropshipping products back then, once you found that winner, usually lasted anywhere from 5 to 9 months. And when I say back then, I mean 2016, 17, and 18. Winning dropshipping products usually last about 2 to 4 to maybe 5 months now. And that's just because there's more of a bidding war on Facebook, let alone other advertising platforms. There's more advertisers in general. There's a big, dense population of advertisers, and also Facebook especially. Facebook is my bread and butter, by the way, of driving traffic to my Shopify stores, favors new content now a little bit more often. So you can still find that mega winning dropshipping product that brings you, $500, $600, $7,000 in revenue per month, but it may last a little bit shorter than it did a few years ago. Nonetheless, you have to adapt and pivot. There's nothing else you can really do. This is the survival of the fittest at the end of the day. Back to my point, I tested about 30 to 45 products, but I also was making sure I wasn't ignoring everything else on my business. I was making sure I had good ad copy, good creatives, good landing page, good pricing, good HD pictures, a good product description, a good offer. All these things absolutely do matter if you want to make sure that product you're testing does have its full potential to bring back something in return for you. Typically now, since I've been in this space a little bit longer, I have developed a very strong market intuition, a market logic. I have developed a great dropshipping eye, and I a lot of the times do trust my gut feeling, but that of course over time comes with experience. Over time comes with researching and validating products. Over time comes with actually testing products and actually spending money on these advertising platforms. Each time you learn something new and you apply that, and all of these things compound up. Typically now, every 1 or 2 products in 15 or 20 products I test end up being a winner that I can scale past 6 figures a month. But again, ladies and gentlemen, I wasn't at this point right away into my dropshipping journey. It took months, it took over 2 years till I could actually get to this journey. And obviously it's gonna differentiate for everyone because everyone has a different environment. Everyone learns at a different pace. Everyone works differently, of course, but this is honestly just my experience. On average, if you're just starting out or if you're somewhat an intermediate, I would at least test 20 to 30 to 35 products before you expect to find a winning product. And that's obviously because things are naturally becoming more competitive. So again, the direct correlation between time that you're putting into product research and your success rate. If I could really tell you one skill to put all of your time and energy into throughout the day, or majority of your time and energy, I would say product research and validation. The more products you eye down, the more products you look into, you will again develop that market intuition and that market logic and naturally just become better at it. I've gotten to that point where I can just see a product and I can say, it's probably not going to be worth even testing, or let me add it to my product research and validation list for the week. And one more thing, don't become too serious when it comes to product research and validation. Do not overthink. Overthinking absolutely kills. You do not want to have product research and validation block. Just like they have writer's block, you want to make sure you don't have product research and validation block. Have fun. Be creative. Think outside the box. Make sure that product has some sort of wow factor, some sort of unique factor. Make sure that product is able to cater to a large pool of audiences all throughout the world. So again, don't overthink it too much. Don't take it too serious because that will at the end of the day lead you nowhere. Have a beer, crack open a snack, maybe have some mellow music, but make sure you're putting the ample time and energy into it. Now, I personally don't use a lot of product research and validation tools. I do use AdSpy here and there, but I don't rely on any of these tools or softwares. Another great tool I do use, and I'm an affiliate for, I'm telling you guys openly, is Sell the Trend. I will be leaving a link to Sell the Trend down in the description below, so you can use Sell the Trend, AdSpy, Ecom Hunt, however many tools that you want to, but don't become reliant on them, because at the end of the day, there's thousands and thousands of other dropshippers on these platforms just like yourself. So ask yourself, how much of an advantage are you really having? The best thing that will help you is becoming self-sufficient, becoming self-reliant on your organic product research and validation strategies. And that is what truly helped me during my dropshipping journey, leading up to my first winning product and my second, third, fourth, fifth, and so on winning products. Before I do end this video out, I do want to give you guys a quick checklist to make sure to have and to implement, to actually go through yourselves, to make sure that before you do test a product, you're maximizing your results with that product. And all these things on the checklist are very, very, very important. So let's dive into my computer real quick so I can share this checklist with you guys that really helped me to ensure I'm getting the most out of that product I am and will going to test. Here is the essentials checklist I have put together for you guys. I highly recommend saving this and keeping it handy. Essentially, we have 3 different components that are very important to ensure you have down before you go ahead and launch that product. First and foremost, we have having an optimized landing / product page. Second, your product. Product is king when it comes to Shopify dropshipping. And last but not least, ad creative and copy. Each of these 3 different components are very, very, very important, and I cannot stress that enough. Also, beneath each component, I do have some tips and hacks from my personal experience that I recommend implementing and checking over. So therefore, guys, save this checklist. It's very important. And at the end of the day, you want to make sure you maximize your return before you go ahead and run Facebook ads for that next product of yours. And there you guys have it, guys. Make sure you guys do follow and implement that checklist. I honestly wanted to keep this video as to the point, but as informational as possible. Hope this provides you some insight. Hope this opens another eye for you guys, because this stuff is very important. And just to have realistic expectations in this game is very important as well. If you find yourself struggling with product research or validation, or quite frankly with any other component within e-commerce dropshipping, maybe you've tested dozens and dozens of products, quite frankly wasted a lot of money, and you don't really see yourself getting anywhere, let me help you out. I do offer one-on-one growth calls that I do keep very limited on a month-to-month basis, but as I mentioned, if you see yourself struggling with product research or validation, or with any other component within your e-commerce dropshipping business, go ahead, invest into yourself, and schedule a call with me. I'll be leaving it in the description down below. I do offer 30-minute calls and 60-minute calls. Whatever you feel is the best fit for yourself and your business, go ahead with that and I'll help you out.